Good evening. This video I deal with the recent video that Robert Baker just put up defending Gail Riplinger and how it works. And remember the video earlier he put about the issue of doulos being slave. We mean slave. It's okay. Well, in her book on New Age Bible versions, page 221, servants from the heart, King James Version, slaves or slaves, New NIV or New American Standard. King Billy Graham called attention to the sharp distinction between servants and slaves during his 1988 Denver crusade, pronouncing you are either servants of God or slaves of Satan. 300 years earlier, John Bunyan's Pilgrim's Progress painted graphic word pictures allegorizing Satan's tyrannical dominion. And it came burning hot into my mind wherever he said and whoever he flattered, when he got me to his house, he would sell me for a slave. Webster presents the disparate imagery of servants and slaves. Slave, a person held in bondage, a thrall, one who has lost control of himself, freedom of action, a drudge. Servant, one who exerts himself for the benefit of another master as a public servant or official of a government. The images of cruel bondage generated by the word slave are alien to our sonship motivation expressed in Ephesians 6:6, but as servants of Christ doing the will of God from the heart. The difference between the two words have not only been well marked by Graham, Bunyan, and Webster, but by New Age writers. The prevailing term among New Age to describe Christians is slave. Scanning examples to follow reveals the broad range of strange philosophies that have embraced this deprecating term regarding Christians. And you guys, it's just some examples here of slaves of Christ and things like that. And it says, page 223, the anti-Christian graffiti has been grafted on to new versions. A rapid review follows the dozens of demotions Christians receive at the hands of the new translations. And she's had a whole graph here. The American Standard Bible has those slaves, or as opposed to King James, which has servants, slave girl, for instance, in John 18:17, Acts 16:16. The King James Version has damsel. 2 Corinthians 3:6, the New American Standard will have servants, but then the King James will have ministers. So, again, Colossians 4:7, servant, minister. And then she has here double-minded, lack of uniformity in the way new versions translate Hebrew and Greek words rendered as servant in King James Version testifies to the insecure foundation on which their choice of words lie. They translate the Hebrew word abed as both slaves and servants. The Greek pais is inconsistent. Remember, he got up against the doulos means slave, and servant means slave, because they're translating servant from doulos and slave from doulos. So that means they both mean the same thing. That's what he's trying to tell you, people. Doulos, the word most often translated slaves by the recent versions, becomes servants by those same pens in Revelation 10. Schizophrenia in scholarship strikes again as soon doulos, as translated servants and slaves when in doubt, Paul admonishes experiencing all appearance of evil. So, just wanted to bring that up. He's talking about, defending the King James Bible, but you no problem going away from the King James Bible and go to a Greek word in order to defend the idea, what a certain Greek means slave, in order to justify slavery as a good thing. That's what they want you to think. The Neo-Confederates say, "Oh, that's fine." It's not a big deal. So now he's going to put up things defending the King James Bible because he's taking heat on that. So just I'll put this up and any comments. Oh, you're picking on. Look, he wanted to issue brought up a Greek word and then tried to say they're synonymous when they're not synonymous. They have different connotations. And that's why the King James Bible translates constantly, use the word slave out of the New Testament. So, and he's right to say, well, doulos we mean slave, so servant means slave. So I'll stop and put this up. Amen. Thank you.